Welcome back to Muscle Up Mommy, you guys. It's one of my favorite days. It's drop day, and I'm so excited about it. I've already this morning cleared out space for our new inventory that's coming in. So all of these boxes here are completely empty. And then once I get done, like unboxing all of the new inventory, I can put them in their respective places so that when it comes time for fulfillment, it'll be easy to pull the right sizes, get them packed, and get them shipped out to you guys. So I'm super excited about that. And by the way, I am wearing our new arrival. Two of the three pieces that are in our arrivals. It does have a jacket, so I'm really excited because we worked so hard on this jacket. Let me tell you, we literally spent 12 months perfecting the design of the jacket with the high neck, all the details, the zipper, full zipper front, double pockets, the thumb holes, all of the little things that went into the jacket, the details. I wanted to make sure that it was perfect for running. There's a mesh panels on it so that, it's breathable and movable and it doesn't restrict your movement. I love it. And I'm so excited. Now I'm just going to set up in here so that you can kind of see what I'm doing. And I'm going to unbox all of this stuff for you guys so that you can see it, and we're gonna go on a little bit of a journey together. Okay, look at this. Why is this in here? When you have photo shoots over the summer and you have to use props and your props just kind of get thrown places, I had to do some cleaning in this room earlier and sweep some dusting things out. Ooh, yes! Oh, wee! Oh, wee! Oh, I gotta give y'all an up close on this. It's the red for me, yes. Ooh. And let me tell you, with the jackets, the zippers were actually black and we dyed them red. So the hardware, we had to dye them red so that it matched what we was doing. Let me tell you, it's in the details. It's all in the details, all of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these out. I'm going to sort them first, and then I'm going to go through and I'm going to count the inventory. So we have to make sure a couple of things. We have to make sure our quantity is right. So when we put it on the website and it's available for you guys to order, we want to make sure that the quantity is right so that we don't oversell, number one. And then number two, we got to go through and make sure quality control is complete as well. I see some mediums here. I'm going to grab, I see mediums and XLs. So I'm going to grab these and sort them out. So if my math serves me correctly, we got small, medium, large, extra large. So I'm just going to put them in the bins that I think they're supposed to go in based on my math, because it should be 4 pieces to each box. And then I'll go through and sort them. It may not work out that way, but then again it may. I may have to add more boxes. I can already see it's not going to work out that way. I thought it was, but it's not, and that's okay. I think this is the last XL. Here. About to fall. Nope, more XLs. These are the last. Well, how I have it set up in this box, hopefully I can get jackets, leggings, bras in the same box. But that would mean I would probably need another box, but we're going to see when I'm done sorting all of the sizes, because sometimes they all come in the same boxes and then sometimes they don't. So we will see. And then some of my boxes are shorter than the others, so may not fit as much, but my goal is for these items not to get comfortable, because they got to go. They got to get out the door and into your hands, because you're gonna love it. I love it. We worked really hard on it, and I know that you get max support, high performance, high impact, and all of our items you don't even have to you know, pull and tug on your clothes. You know how sometimes you're doing some squats and you just getting it in, and then you gotta readjust your pants and all. With our stuff, you ain't gotta worry about that. Muscle Up Mommy is the truth, baby. It's the truth. Okay, so these are all mediums. And that's why I do sizing the way that I do too, because a lot of times when you get leggings or athleisure, the quality of the fabric isn't very high, and so you get a lot of stretching after you're moving often. And I move a lot, so that's why I went with the fabric that I did. So even outside of like just workouts, my lifestyle period is super active. Like, I'm always with my kids. We're always running errands. I'm up and down the stairs all day long with my fulfillment team. And then I have a printing company too. So I'm in and out at the print shop, managing my team there. So I'm in leggings every day because it fits my lifestyle. And I really can't see it any other way. Like jeans, they wouldn't allow me to have that looseness that I need to be able to get down into the crevices of what I need to get into on a day-to-day basis. So it's up there, y'all. It's up there. So I love it. The flexibility, the breathability. It keeps my skin dry because it sucks out the moisture. And then you see these mesh panels? If I was to be like sweating, a lot of times when you're dealing with like movement, like heavy movement, you'll see like the crotch sweating and like the glute sweating, the mesh panels. I did that on purpose, okay? Just so you know. Oh. All right. Where's my scissors? Here they are. And then too, like, I'm more of a, not uppity type, but I definitely like to look good. You know, I'm a mom, but I don't like to look super conservative all the time, but I want to feel sexy, but not like overdo it. So that's why you get the mesh, the zips, you know, and still maximum support. Still maximum support. And you want to know why? It's because of the fabric and the quality that we bring to the market. Literally, we are #1 in high impact and high performance activewear and sportswear. And I'm really excited about that because we don't take this lightly. I mean, a lot of times we're up at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning going over what it is that we need to achieve for the next day or for the next drop or for the next item, strategizing and figuring out what it is that we want to put out for you guys to help make your journey in motherhood better and your journey in fitness and wellness better as well. Like, I overlooked it for so long in myself, and then it clicked for me, like, what I needed. You know what I mean? Like, I needed to have my fitness and wellness journey in check. I put myself last amongst all the things that I have to do in life. And I don't say that I regret it, but I definitely know that it was a learning season for me. And now that I know what it takes to be like healthy and happy, I literally devote a lot of my time when I'm not being a mom, when I'm not being a wife, when I'm not serving customers. I take a lot of my time letting women know that the things that you go through, it's not, you know, you alone. It's other people in the world that's going through it too, and they don't really know how to combat it, or they don't even really feel comfortable to talk about it because, you know, mom shaming and things of that sort. So Muscle Up Mommy for me is community, fitness, wellness, accountability partners, all the works. Because when I was immediately thrown into it with twins, I was scared to talk about certain things that I was uncomfortable with, or certain things that I was thinking, like, oh, I just want to break today. Like, I want to send my kids to my mom's house, and I'm like, oh, but if I don't have my kids 24/7, what will people think? Am I gonna be considered a good mom if I get a break? And so these things that we should just talk about more frequently. And then like the whole lack of sleep aspect. Oh my God, lack of sleep. That definitely takes a toll on your wellness because it affects your performance. It affects everything. So those are 2 X's. These are 3 X's. These are the last of the 3 X's. Yeah, so sleep really affects a lot. So when I finally learned that, I'm like, okay, I need to let people know because I'm not alone. And let me tell you, I felt such a sigh of relief the very first time I told someone that I was experiencing postpartum depression. The very first time that I told someone that I just needed a break. I felt such a sigh of relief because instead of all the fears and the anxieties of, oh my God, people are gonna judge me, I got support. And now we have a community and we can talk about these things amongst each other, and it just feels like love, you know? It feels very supportive and just like home. Like, you know how you go to grandma's and grandma's like, you know, making sure you got something to eat? That's what the community feels like, you know? There's no judgment. And I love that. I love that for me. I love that for us. And it's just great. So it looks like I have already all of the sizes in the jacket: small, medium, large, extra large, 2XL, and 3XL. It looks like I've gotten all of those out the way. Now we have to do leggings and sports bras. So we are rolling right along. Right along. Let me grab this box. Yes, this is the life of CEO. We get down and dirty too. Well, most of us. Anyways, I don't know if this is gonna be upside down. Where's? And I always have to like keep tying my hair up in the back because it's getting knotted. It keeps my hair out of my face so I can do what I gotta do, get it done quick. Once I get done sorting, then I can count. Actually, before I open this, I'm going to count the jackets because I don't want to mix up the items and overlook something. So because I know which row it's in, I can just go through and count it. All right, perfect. So I got my double count, and then also, so once I get my initial count and my double count, then I compare it to our order form, and that allows me to know that the manufacturer made sure that we had all the sizes that we ordered and that we we have the sizes in stock on the website correctly. So I'm gonna do the mediums now. Perfect. And let me get them stacked back up nice and neat, because I definitely, going through and counting, you mess up your piles a little bit, and I need to have as much space as possible. And then also, when I'm going through, I'm not just counting, I'm looking at the stickers as well, which has each size marked on there, so that gives me a triple and quadruple check on the sizing, as well as the quantity amount of each size. So I'm very thorough during this process, just to make sure that there are no hiccups on the back end, and then also making sure that all of our items are in the correct bins, so that when we're pulling it, we're not putting the wrong size or the wrong amount in the orders that when we're filling them. So very, very thorough. It is really, really imperative. So on to, what are these? I don't know, the label's not on the box. I'm opening this up very carefully at the top. And then one thing that I always do, or have my manufacturers do, is put an additional piece of cardboard at the top. So while we're cutting through with razors or box cutters, it doesn't damage the actual product. So we don't worry about, you know, the product's getting damaged. And then you can kind of see, well, maybe not from there, but me, I can see where the tip of the razor or the blade touched the top of the box, and I can tell if it went through and punctured it. So not only do we have this first layer of cardboard, let me show you just so you can kind of see. Not only do you have this first layer of cardboard from when it was flipped over, but you also have an additional piece of cardboard to make sure that it doesn't go through the product. So when I say it's all in the details, it's all in the details. I get it done. Okay. The best of the best on the back end. Woo! We got leggings. Okay, I'm gonna double up on counting and sorting at the same time and see how it goes. Okay, these are mediums. I think my box idea might work. So another thing too is I like to compare the number of like jackets, leggings, and bras to see how many sets we actually have. Because sometimes when we're doing inventory, if the inventory is wrong, we may not have like complete sets for every single size. Even though we order it that way, sometimes, you know, when we're going through count, if something is off, it'll throw off the number of sets that we have. But it's okay, because it doesn't affect you guys. Unless we sell out and you're one that don't get a set. So that's why you gotta be quick. That's how you fix that there. Like our OG Fit Fam, they run to the website. When they know it's a drop day, it doesn't matter what it is. They're typically the first on the site every single time. And I know because the names are familiar when they pop up consistently. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot. I got less smalls this time because of our last few items. Okay, we're good to go. That's set. I did order less smalls this time because on the last drop that we did, I noticed that our target audience, or not really our target audience, but our target audience is size inclusive from small to 3XL. but our audience have shown us that there is more of a demand for medium, large, and extra large sizes, and then 2X as well. So I ordered more of those than I did our outlier sizes, which is typically our small and our 3XL. And that's only for now. That can change every single drop. So for example, like this drop that we're doing today, if we sell out a small and 3XL first, which that's what we ordered fewer of, then I know that there's a greater demand for those sizes. And then the next drop or the restock of these, I have to order more and fewer of those, or just keep those, or keep our middle sizes the same and then order more of everything. So you all really determine like how much is ordered and what sizes we order also. Are y'all one of those people that like oddly satisfying things? Like, I'm one of those people that watch videos of like people cutting butter or cutting soaps or like running over toothpaste in the car. It's like one of those like weird, like, I don't know, it's not ASMR because it's not all about sound, but it's just like about like the fluidity of them like cutting stuff. I don't know, it just looks cool. I said that because I almost feel like this is that, like going through and counting and sorting. One thing about having all the items in one bin is that you literally have to make sure that they don't fall into another pile. And they look very different in the container, so I'll know like if one slides, but it's always something that I make sure that I'm constantly like pushing and organizing so that it doesn't get mixed up and it doesn't affect my count. No idea how exciting this is. We haven't had a new arrival since April, and the reason being is because that we spent so long trying to perfect jackets. I know that we already have 4 styles out that had like midsection showing, and we got a lot of feedback from our fit fam saying that they wanted items that would cover their stomach. So we've been working on like shirts, jackets, and some other things that I'm not going to reveal right now. But that's why it took so long, and I'm so excited because although we had those other styles and we were coming out with new colorways, I wanted to bring something that you guys actually really wanted. And then of course we had restocks for all of those other items. So people who ordered all of that stuff before, if they didn't get a restock, then they haven't been able to like really get the things that they needed for a good while. So I'm really excited about this because not only are they getting what they love, we're bringing something new and it's going to support them in a new way. And I'm just really just ecstatic overall. We're done with the leggings. Woo woo! And I try to keep the area as clean as possible because I'm like walking back and forth. By the way, you guys, my brace that I have on right now, this is our postpartum compression belt, typically used for recovery for our moms who've just given birth. But it also doubles as great back support, and it holds in my core. So when I'm doing any heavy lifting, there's no strain to my back. Even when I'm doing like regular workouts, if I'm at the gym and I'm doing deadlifts with the barbell, I make sure I have on my postpartum compression belt because it gives me the most back support. The Fupa eraser is great for shaping and defining your curves, but the steel boning in the back of the compression belt, it really gives you like super max support. So I do toggle between the two, Fupa eraser and the postpartum compression belt. I would probably say this one I wear the most, especially like when I'm sitting at my desk doing any type of computer work. I slouch a lot, and so this kind of corrects my posture, as does the Fupa eraser. But because I have a shorter torso, the compression belt is typically my go-to. And then it's the one that's always like in like my office or that I keep around the house. My fupa eraser I tend to keep in the car, and I wear that if I go to the gym, if I stop at the park, if I'm doing something, running errands, and I just want to zip it up real quick in the car, then I'm wearing my fupa eraser, like if I'm running errands or something like that. But my compression belt is typically at home, so it's typically the one that I go to, especially when I'm doing inventory, because I need that back support. So both of those are on the website. If you are interested and need the compression belt or the fupa eraser, my scissors, where are they? Y'all, we are on our last box. Our last box. And these are our sports bras. Let me tell you, when I first get inventory, some of our boxes are marked with red, and then some of our boxes are not marked at all. And so because we've already produced other colorways in this style that we're coming out with, I tend to like sleep real light at night because I'm like, oh my God, are all the boxes the same color? Are we gonna get one of the boxes that's the wrong color and then we have to figure out something else because we've already announced the drop? And that's really why I don't like announcing drops before I go through and I sort and I make sure we have all the inventory. But I was really, really confident in my manufacturer because of course we've been using them for so long and they very rarely get it wrong. By the grace of God, it stays that way. Not jinxing nothing, okay? But yeah, so that's why you'll see my applause, because the things that I was worried about on my own that I don't have to worry about and I shouldn't worry about, because if you're partnering with somebody, you want to make sure that they are consistently giving you what you need. And, you know, it's working. Yeah, guys, if you have not been paying attention, I have not adjusted my clothes not one time. And you see how up and down I am. I'm bending over. I'm constantly moving and grooving, as they say. And this is exactly why I'm so in love with our activewear, because it really does give you the highest level of support for performance. I mean, because if you're at the gym and you're lifting and you're constantly moving your clothes, there's no way that you're completing the motions right. And then what does that do when you're not doing that? It increases your risk for injury. And we don't want that. That's why I'm very, very particular about how we design things, making sure that they are appropriate, functional, stylish, and comfortable. All three things are super, super important to me, and I wasn't willing to give on any of them. And of course, that's why Muscle Up Mommy exists, because that did not exist in the market before Muscle Up Mommy. So, because after my kids, I was 94 pounds. After them, after I gave birth, I dropped down to 94 pounds. I was nursing for 4 months with my girls exclusively. So I was pumping and nursing so that my husband could help me with feedings. And I wasn't eating right, because again, I really didn't think much about my wellness journey. I was just thinking survival, like feed my kids, keep them alive, do what I gotta do to make sure the house is fed, the house is clean. I was a stay-at-home mom, and so that's kind of what comes with it. And you tend to forget about yourself for so long, and that's what I did. And so I went from 176 pounds, my heaviest weight at when I was pregnant with them was 176 pounds, and that was the day I gave birth. And then 4 months later, I dropped down from 176. The day I had them, I lost maybe 20 pounds, maybe like 154-ish. I would say like within the week, because you have to go to that first checkup after. For me, anyway, I did, because I was high risk. So I had like my OB, my maternal fetal medicine doctor, and then also my high risk doctor. So I had to go to 3 different physicians during my entire pregnancy. And I said that to say my weight declined very, very rapidly. I mean, 176 to 94 pounds in all of like 2 months. And I was really bones. Like I was bones. And it's really because I didn't think about myself. I didn't even second guess it. Like I was working in survival. And so now I'm like 125 pounds all muscle because I have to like eat 6 times a day. I have to lift weights, making sure that I'm building the muscle back in my body to even like help me shape my curves and all that good stuff. And I'm feeling like alive. I'm like thriving like in my health and in my happiness because I've noticed all of these things and like how not having a social life before getting together with Muscle Up Mommy community affected me like tremendously to where I was just like home dealing with the kids, not doing anything outside of that. And so now I know better, and I'm advocating all around the world, letting people know like this is what it is. So all to say, your health, your fitness and wellness journey, it is the most important thing that you could ever take care of, like ever. Like you pour into yourself and you can pour into as many people, as many things, and you will never feel depleted. You may get a little tired, you may feel a little fatigued, but you won't be depleted. You won't feel like you're not accomplishing things. You won't feel like your wheels are just spinning and you're running in this hamster wheel when you take care of yourself. We're in the home stretch, y'all. Right before the drop, it's 11:30. The drop is at 12. Yes, one more. One more. Y'all, this concludes the Kai Red Drop inventory intake. And I'm so excited because in a little over 20 minutes, we're going to get these items out to you guys. It's going to be up on the website. It's going to be available for purchase. And I know y'all are going to absolutely love it. And by the grace of God, I'm going to just say, we selling out today. Okay? We're selling out today. I'm so excited. It's been so long since I've done a drop. As I mentioned before, we haven't done a drop since April. And let me tell you, God is good. God is great. Like, for real. For real. So, this is where all of our inventory is. Once we do fulfillment, we'll be utilizing all of these boxes and, check and count as we go, getting it out to you guys. So at 12 o'clock, noon, Central Standard Time, it will be available. And honestly, like by the time I put this up, it's going to be sold out by then. So, yeah, I'm really excited, and thank you for tuning in to Muscle Up Mommy, the behind the scenes. I'm really excited to share this with you guys because really, y'all have been a tremendous community and tremendous support through everything that I've done, like in my personal life. So I just figured, why not show you what it's like on the back end of Muscle Up Mommy so that we can continue to grow and glow together. And so that like all of the little details that I do with my team on the back end. So Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys back on the next one. Make sure you check the website, muscleupmommy.com. If you missed this drop, then make sure you go check out what's on the site. I'm sure there'll be something new there or something there that you really, really love and that you can use to help you every single day. So go ahead and check it out, muscleupmommy.com. We'll see you guys back next time. Bye, guys.